I am your anchorman. I am the presiding bishop of this ministry, and I am awesome. My name is Barry Cosmos, the Radio Marshal, the Buruburu One on radio, the Okenze on radio, your big brother on radio. I am the main event, and I.
Welcome to Umwakane community in Ohaji Egbema, a land of serenity and rich cultural heritage, where tradition is preserved and native delicacy are carefully prepared in time-honored ways. Surrounded by lush green landscapes and breathtaking
countries. Go to Mali now. It remains only the capital. Almost every other place is being overrun by jihadists. And yet you have Russian mercenaries and Russian military advisors in the country. So what does that tell you? The Russian military
but there are also American weapons and American personnel and all their intelligence here in the country.
I know you won't like that.
Happening.
I've touched your men.
No, it's not about men. It's not about men. You're saying something as if it is just
I'm only joking.
It's on two ways about that.
I'm only
you can't be joking with life on air.
No. No, what I'm saying is,
yes.
We are talking now, the issue we are talking of now is the inferiority of the Russian weapons that made the Americans want the Nigerian government to replace them.
So who labeled it inferior?
No, what I'm saying is that when a weapon is inferior, it means it might not have the capability to do what it is expected to.
But the AK-47 was developed by the Russians.
Well, the AK-47 now is being manufactured in so many places, the variants. There are so many variants of the AK-47.
All right, let's not turn this into a debate between Russia and America.
No problem.
It's getting hot because of, I'm just trying to
So, Barry, can you confirm that story? Have you heard it elsewhere? I've not.
I've just seen it on this paper. I didn't see it. I saw it last night. I was like, really? But definitely it's something that have been muted by the American Congress. It's not as if it's more like a proposal.
Okay, proposal.
A proposal to the U.S. government. It's not like if they have said, go and do this. Because it's lobbying. Everybody's lobbying for their weapons. So there's no big deal. Why I'm even talking about this story is the fact that we are using Christians' persecution as a cover-up for a business deal. That's not what America, that's what Nigeria needs now.
No.
If they want to help Nigeria, they should come out cleanly and help Nigerian Christians, not trying on one hand, you're giving and taking on the other hand. That doesn't make sense. And that's American style.
The whole thing I don't understand it. They have boots on the ground. The other day, Boko Haram attacked Madgali.
Yes.
In Adamawa State. And if you see those areas, starting from southern Borno down to that Adamawa, there are so many Christians there.
What can 200 Americans do for a country?
That's what I'm saying.
Nigeria?
Probably those.
They're here for intel, training, and all that. They're not here to go fight.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. Their drone technique. Maybe they are going to use drones now. Probably their drone technicians, military advisors.
We got it on serious authority that they are trying to get a drone manufacturing site here in Nigeria. And these are Americans' own ambitious move to penetrate the Sahel region, because America is completely absent in the Sahel region. If you look at, they're not in Mali, they are not in Burkina Faso, neither Niger, not Nigeria, not Senegal. America was expelled by Niger.
With France.
They were expelled by Niger and then came in Russia. And these are things that America doesn't feel like they wanted. So a lot of people are looking at it as using this as a yardstick to penetrate the Nigerian space and then, cement their own authority on the Sahel region, because Nigeria controls the Sahel, whether you want to like it or not. That's the fact. So it is what it is. Let's move on now to the other story on the news point. Well, this is a very serious matter. The registration case, INEC absent from court as APP pleads for time. AGF Ngoforo, civil society leaders present. Now, this is a very serious matter. I don't know if you are privy to this particular case of the deregistration of about 74 parties as adjudged by the Supreme Court, and now they are saying about 74 of them, APP is among those 74 deregistered, the order that they should be deregistered, and APP is still functioning as a party because they have not been removed as registered parties in Nigeria. What's your take on that?
Well, the issue is that if APP has been deregistered, and there was no fresh application for registration, it remains deregistered. So everything it's doing now is null and void. It's not even supposed to participate in any event, any political event, be them elections, be them seminars by INEC. They are not supposed to be seen. If they've been deregistered via the judgment of the Supreme Court, they remain deregistered.
They have not been deregistered like they have been there. The Supreme Court gave a case that they should deregister by 74. But I don't think the Supreme Court mentioned APP because it is still a registered party. It's not deregistered.
They should be deregistered.
No, they didn't specifically mention APP. There are some smaller parties.
No, that's what I'm saying.
There are
now.
smaller parties that have no bearing in the political landscape.
Were those ones mentioned?
That's exactly what we're saying.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. If the judgment of the Supreme Court is the law of the land, whether you like it or not, if they've told INEC to deregister a certain number of political parties who did not meet up with the minimal requirements that one needs to function as a political party, then that's the law of the land. You remain deregistered. All everybody has to prove is that as of the time this judgment was made, you did not meet up with the minimum requirement, and therefore fell into that particular group that was ordered by the Supreme Court to be deregistered, and automatically you remain deregistered.
Well, I'm trying to verify that Supreme Court, and I think it was done by a lower court, taken to the Supreme Court, that has not actually given any particular party to be deregistered. I don't believe the Supreme Court will do it.
But have they given judgment?
And that's what I'm trying to get now. I've not had that particular. I'll find out if they listed the parties to be deregistered before this program runs out, so that we'll get that particular issue. But as it stands now, APP is a fully registered and functional party in the Nigerian political land space. The Supreme Court has acted upon
with even one member. It even has one member of the House of Representatives.
Yeah, that's a new party for, I think, one of Imo State's own. I'm not going to mention who. I'm not here.
So it's not a small party now. A party that has a member of the House of Representatives is no longer a small party, but the status.
But the groups are
suing.
Civil society organizations are filing cases in Federal High Court seeking deregistering of APP and other smaller political parties, claiming they failed to meet constitutional or electoral requirements.
Yes.
These cases are being heard or scheduled for hearing in lower courts, not the Supreme Court. I just have to say that so that we will not misunderstand that particular case. Let's take more stories on the Nigerian News Point, because they seem to have some interesting stories. Oluzureme comments digital transformation initiative engages Commissioner Amadi on youth empowerment and innovation. All right, Amadi appoints Gloria Ndidi as State Director of Women Mobilization and gives her a vehicle. I think that should be the APP we're talking about. Tunji Disu retiring in April. Once he's no longer in Nigerian police force. That's coming from Sowore. Sowore has been attacking the IGP, who, according to him, has retired. But Sowore reported that news before the thing came up that he is resigning. But according to Sowore, he was booted out of office. That's his language. You know how he chooses such really crazy words.
I think the Anambra 100 million naira transfer thing really affected Ebotoku.
Was it 100 million or 30 million?
100.
Okay, 100 million.
Yeah, because how does...
But they claim that it was mistakenly sent and they've sent it back.
Yeah, story. You should do that. That's his story now. Because it has been found out. How can a state transfer 100 million? Do you know what 100 million is? It's a tidy sum.
And that came immediately after the election.
So, you see...
Instead of sending it to Ogbetoku, instead of sending it to his son.
If Nigeria was a normal country, is even something that ought to be investigated to know whether the governor had a hand in it. Because if he has a hand in it, or he gave the order, because they cannot just transfer 100 million from a state account without the governor being privy, without the governor signing off on it. It's an impeachable offense.
The state accountant general and all that.
I am telling you, it's an impeachable offense. But then in Nigeria, it's not a normal country. Anything goes.
You have come with this, Nigeria is not a normal country.
Yeah, but is it a normal country?
We are very normal. Are we abnormal?
Over abnormal.
All right, let's move on now to the National Daily. It's done. Let's get this one. This is a very interesting one because the coalition of ADC and the rest of them have come up with another one.
Okay, Electoral Act. Senate rejects fresh amendment as Atiku, Obi, Amechi push back.
All right, this one is, according to the story, done.
Leaders of the opposition African Democratic Congress and the New Nigerian People's Party on Thursday mounted fresh pressure on the National Assembly, demanding an immediate amendment of the Electoral Act 2026, which they described as anti-democratic and skewed ahead of the 2027 general elections. The Senate, however, swiftly dismissed the allegation, advising opposition leaders Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and Rotimi Amechi to pursue their concerns within the framework of the National Assembly. Speaking at a press conference in Abuja, National Chairman of the New Nigerian People's Party, Ajuji Ahmed, said the contentious provisions must be expunged without delay. Under the Electoral Act 2022, political parties were permitted to nominate candidates through direct primaries involving all registered members, indirect primaries conducted by delegates, or by consensus arrangements reached by party leaders. However, the 2026 Electoral Act, recently passed by the National Assembly and assented to by President Bola Tinubu on February 18, restricts parties to only direct primaries and consensus options.
All right, this is where it gets messy. Yes. What does the Constitution say concerning electoral system of political parties, Barrister?
Well, the Electoral Act has said it all. You see, those indirect primaries breed corruption. That is where they fly in the dollars. That is where people who should not even near the podium are selected by the parties as their candidates, and then ultimately becomes our leaders.
So why, you are a member of the ADC now, why
yes,
are they going to court? Why are they shouting and screaming if you think it's right?
Well, I don't know why. Definitely, the man we follow to ADC, P2B, will love direct primaries. The man we follow to ADC, let me repeat it here on air, P2B will love direct primaries.
But I think he has been screaming, trying to make sure the direct primaries doesn't hold. They should give him the ticket on a platter of gold.
Yeah, well, it's not, you see, let's just face fact. P2B does not give money. P2B is a billionaire. He's a triple billionaire. If you know him, you know he's a triple billionaire. But he knows that giving people money during the primaries breeds corruption. In fact, let me tell you, the bane of our electoral issues that we have, of our electoral system today, is money.
So in the
primaries.
How is the direct primary different from the delegate? The indirect primary is the one of delegates.
Every card-carrying member will participate. So meaning that, for example, if we have 305 wards in Imo State, if, for example, Bola Tinubu has a rival, that his rival will have a coordinator. We have a coordinator in the 305 wards, because definitely the voting will be ward by ward, and it's supposed to be card-carrying members of the various parties, card-carrying members of the various parties. Or if you guys want to do consensus, every member of the party must agree. And you know it's impracticable, because some will not agree, and they will write it that they will not agree. They will even put it all in the newspapers that they did not agree to the consensus. And that is enough to vitiate, to invalidate whatever consensus you people have reached. So meaning that the most realistic form of conducting the primaries is by direct primary. And there's nothing wrong with the direct primaries.
All right. And now, part of what the ADC, of course, APP is also complaining, the NNPP, they are all complaining, is the fact that the electoral timetable has been shortened. They are now giving only 6 months of campaign.
Yes.
The monies for the election will be given 6 months to the election to INEC to conduct the election instead of the 12 months that has been given before. And then the date for the presidential election is now, according to the new timetable released by INEC, is January 16th instead of the February, which reduces. Now, because the primaries takes time, and these parties are not given enough time. They are given enough time within 6 months to campaign, do their primaries, bring out their candidate, and then do that. So the process of getting the candidate is also shortening the time to go around Nigeria to campaign. So they are all complaining. Why is this so? Because the APC is having a consensus candidate in the president, and they don't have to do any of these going right and center.
Yeah, but
so they think it's unfair.
It's not only the president.
Yeah.
In APC now, they will not admit it, but there are serious problems. Because there are the people who were in APC before some of these defectors came in. Imo State is relative, is out from it because Opus Odema has been there in APC. So he has all the structures in his bosom. But we are not, check, for example, Taraba State, Kef has just came in. But before he came in, there were people there who were holding the APC structure.
No, the governorship is like 3 months.
No, we're not talking of the governorship. The governor a sitting governor is interested in who goes to the Senate, who goes to the House of Reps, who goes to the House of Assembly. Yeah. So you cannot be a sitting governor, you close your eyes and you say, I don't care about the Senate. You'll be digging your political destiny. Now, there were people there who were even hoping to be governors before some of these governors defected. Now, there is an undercurrent of issues.
The fact is that the opposition parties keep bringing this story up like there is an issue, but the APC... There's no crack in the APC that has been visible that there is infighting among the APC.
Do you know the most dangerous cracks? The most dangerous cracks are the invisible cracks.
But you're assuming
they are no. Even in building, what brings a building down are the invisible cracks that have not been repaired. And that is what is keeping the president worried. Because if these invisible cracks or developing cracks are not fixed now, they will not, considering the shortened timetable now, they might not be fixed. And let me tell you about ADC. ADC now, we have, even though the only person that has declared his intention is Chukwuemeka Nwajoba, you know him, former Minister of Education from Imo State here. But we know that our man, Peter Obi, is there. We know that Atiku Abubakar is there. We know that Rotimi Amechi is there. We know that Tambuwa might have some, and we know that by God's grace that Kwankwaso is coming in very soon. And Sheyi Makinde, who is also harboring ambitions, presidential ambitions, is also coming into ADC. So what we are saying is that definitely there will be, how do I say it? The waters will find their level. But when you're talking of the other parties, especially APC, don't lay it down as if everything is quiet. No,
but the thing is that you're making it sound as if it's going to be a smooth ride for the ADC to select a presidential candidate. That's not going to happen. What we do know is that everybody's politician in
Nigeria... But you're not in ADC.
I am not. And what I see from the antecedents of what has been happening, it shows that there is never a smooth ride in any political party.
Even in APC, there won't be smooth ride.
No, they have already selected.
No, wait. Now, who is he going to pick as his vice? Well, because that one is the one that will scatter the... The president has
made it clear that he's not changing his vice. How many times is he going to say that? And they keep finding the ambers of that. And the president has come out openly and said he is not changing his vice.
No.
And all that. Why are we assuming?
No. In politics, a day is like a lifetime in politics.
So you think the president is going to try and jeopardize hurting most of his northern voters?
Yes.
Changing the
No, he will weigh it. The president is from the northeast. If he checks it, that the Christian population are going to, northern Christians are going to rebel, he pick a northern Christian. If he sees it, that the northwest is in danger of pulling out from him, if he gives it to somebody from the northeast, it's a game of interest now. He would like to survive.
Well, this is a good calculation by ADC members. When they calculate, they sit down there, they drink tea, they look at.
No. Do you think? No, wait. Yes. Do you think we ourselves, we've gone and we are sleeping with pillow now, with duvet and pillow? No, we are not.
You feel like you're sleep for AC room.
No. Well, the issue
make some noise, more here now.
No. We are making some noise. You see. Some are giving the yardstick with the FCT election. That FCT elections, if we watch it, you see that Dr. Moses even won Amak. We won Buhari. We know what went on because we know that some of our leaders did not do what they are supposed to do. Because they see it as a gentleman election. But now...
For Nigeria.
Wait. We realized very, very late that this is not going to be what we expected.
No,
So
that's exactly my point.
by
You're
the
going to
time we
realize
came out-
late when it comes to the presidential again.
No, we
Because you'll be
can't.
thinking it's a normal thing.
No, we can't.
All right, let's leave. I don't want to. I didn't bring you to discuss ADC matter, so let's continue. You are not turning my conversation to ADC matter, but the fact is
The
that
next ruling party.
that one concern you. Talk that thing again. What I know pay. Talk am again. What I know pay money now. SM, when I bring receipt for them. All right, let's go. Okay, this is the first time you're hearing political hot. Okay? You don't know where you are. Yeah, you don't know. This is the hot seat. That's how they do them. When you meet politicians, you deal with them politically. Let's move on now to other stories. We have this one. Let's just go to another newspaper before I open up the phone lines. Breaking Adamawa Governor Fintiri defects to APC. Now, Fintiri's cousin was killed by terrorists who attacked their village. And is defecting to the APC. That's making 32 governors now out of 36. Unbelievable. And I still get hope.
No. See, somebody came out and said they pay billions, hundreds of billions, to governors that defect to APC.
Okay, it's a business now.
No, wait. Has the presidency debunked it? They have not debunked it because people have their proof. Now, it doesn't matter if Fintiri enters APC. Let me tell you, Adamawa can never leave ADC, where Atiku is from, and vote APC. It's like saying because what's his name, self? Anambra governor. What's his name, self? Soludo is supporting Tinubu, which everybody knows is supporting Tinubu. They liked. And you say, P2B is going to lose Anambra State. You know it's not possible. P2B is going to win Anambra 90%, just like Atiku. If he is in the ballot, we win Adamawa 90%.
Okay, leave that. Don't be deviating this thing.
Sorry.
SM, bring receipt for this guy, 50,000. That's the fine. If you don't pay, no, come up for
No,
but I don't want to tell you, no, defend it.
No. Okay. We stick to the topic. But what I'm saying is that it is funny. It is very funny because what happened this last week, that Boko Haram attack, was massive.
Yes.
Was extremely massive. It was savage. It was brutal. So.
And it lasted for about 4 hours before.
Yes. Even his village, even the governor's village was overrun.
So that shows you the decay in terms of infrastructure in our rural communities. There's no road linking these people. And I wonder what the governors in the north, all they just do is like in almost every state in the north has just one city, the capital city where the governor stays. The rest of them are villages and hamlets. And this is not nice in the 21st century Nigeria. And that is why these people are overrunning people left, right, and center, just like that.
No, but let's ask a question. Before they overran that particular place, there would have been some intel. You know, people, rebels, armed groups, militias, they don't just overrun. You should be able to decode the troop movement. There must be troop movement. There must be logistical build-up. There must be arms build-up. There must be people whose action will show you that something will happen.
All right, let's. I think it's high time we brought in our listeners. I know they are itching to say one or two, but before we do that, let me just give you this headline. It said, Nigerians rising in security. Don't expect immediate results from U.S. military. Security experts are talking. All right, what do we expect before they will just come, miracle will happen? It's not happening. All right, let's open up our phone lines now.
Okay, and the phone line to call is 0911 20,022, 0911 20,022, and 07074 541014. 07074541014.
All right. Phone lines officially open. Okay, but let's take this message. Juju from Ikwere says, good morning all. Please, concerning those who call themselves honorable in Nigeria, I'm sorry to say that they should stop answering such. They are not for us. Rather, they are against us. Barrio, since I started giving Wike his drugs, River State had cool. Calm down. All right. Good morning.
Hello, Daddy Cosmos.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Donny.
Good morning.
Hello, my friend, Barrister Ejika.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing today?
We're good. Name and submission.
Mario.
Hey,
Mario,
I hear you.
you know the person speaking.
No, if you tell me, I go happy.
That's the people's elder.
Hey, wait. Hey, that's okay. How on earth did you consider I don't recognize your voice? Can you imagine? And that's okay. Good
I
morning.
know, because you have seen, since you joined the City Boy, you have lost my voice.
It's kind of, this is an allegation.
It's not an allegation. You know, you are talking about all the governors and everybody switching to APC.
Yes.
And yeah, they are scared of
Live transmission.
Live transmission. Doesn't it show that something is wrong somewhere? Yeah? It means that they are scared. They are not even comfortable with that the law. You know. And up till today, has anything changed?
No way.
Between you look at yesterday, they were saying that some people were ambushed and kidnapped and all the rest of them, and yet they are talking about 2027. On what moral ground are they standing to talk? You know. Now, look at the situation we find ourselves. Every day borrowing and borrowing and borrowing, and yet the same people are telling you that they will do well. And you say that the president has been announcing openly that he has chosen his running mate.
Yeah.
All the things the president has spoken openly, which one is true? From the one till now, which one has been true? No, but every time he speaks, he will only tell us something, but at the end of the day, he will tell you it is not the truth.
Oh. So you think this one is a lie too?
So I don't believe whatever they say. It is a lie. They don't tell us that they have captured everywhere. It means that they have not captured everywhere.
Oh, Jesus.
So there is still hope for a new Nigeria.
Okay. Thank you
the
very
only
much.
thing there is that the opposition must put their ass together and remove everything sentimental or personal and focus on change of government. You see it come to pass.
Thank you very much, the people's elder.
Thank you. We'll see at the usual spot.
No, yeah. Okay. Good morning. Who them line?
Good morning.
Yeah, very good morning.
You're
good
welcome.
morning, guys.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is my first time calling.
Are you serious? A blessing for you. Welcome to the family.
Yeah, thank you. I'm listening all the way from Uturu, State in Houston.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I enjoy
Uturu.
your program.
Thank you very much. All the cashew they are open. I never cut and finish for Uturu.
No. You can come and take as you want.
All right. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the straight point. Barry, the last man that spoke, I've just said my mind.
Oh.
And in fact, the only thing I will add is that Nigerians, it's high time you open your eyes.
Away.
These people are feeding you with coffee that don't have sugar, you know. So Nigerians, forget about ethnicity, religious or tribe. If you want to make it, Barry, you have spoken and spoken that we said one day we'll make you to contest for election. And I was advocating for House of Representatives or Senate. But we are so disappointed the type of honorable members we have in Nigeria. The honorable members disappointed everybody. Do you know I'm from Okigwe zone?
Okay.
I don't even know my senator.
Oh.
I don't even know who is representing in the House of Rep. I only see them in the media. Barry,
Sir.
can you imagine this solar that they are giving free? It's not even in my village.
Chai.
But they come and campaign and go, live in Abuja without knowing the problem of the local people. Barry, I don't know which one to believe. Is it village boy or city boy?
Make your choice.
Village boy.
Now, village boy, one be. All right.
In fact, we are watching the game, but Nigerians should shine their eyes.
Okay. Thank you
and
very
God
much.
bless you guys
Thank you
over
so
there.
much.
Thank you for joining us. Don, please read this
Okay.
message.
Dr. Mrs. Mma Olebara from Owerri. The killing in Nigeria have become ghastly. Sad that lives are no longer sacred and precious and blood not costly again. Government has failed in its basic responsibilities of protecting lives and property. I beg, let me celebrate my 44th wedding anniversary. in peace.
Bagam. 44 years of happily married. I beg, all these small girls when they enter married today, they go run come out. After 1 year, I don't do again. I'm not here to be a property. I beg, when I go meet Dr. Mrs. my main telling her the secret.
Like it's cool them.
44 years. Wow, what a bombshell. How many years you don't
Don't just ask.
Man, nice.
Because it will shock you.
All right, wow, what a blessed, God bless you, ma, for being a very good mother. Bless you for being a good wife. Because if you're not a good wife, try 44 years if you don't work. For this country where they call Nigeria,
Thank
women.
God you praised her. Thank
Thank
God it's her you praised.
I bet man don't talk to you. I can't give public apology again. It's such a praise her.
Thank God it's her you praised.
No, you don't understand. For a woman to last 44 years,
Yeah.
we can praise the woman because she knows vex go.
Yes.
But the person that really deserves the praise is a man
No,
that
it's not
would
though.
be with a woman for 44 years easy. Barrister, you don't remove a man from microphone. Is it easy? 44 years for a man to be with one woman for 44 years.
It's
Is
the
it
other
easy?
way around.
But really, it's not easy.
It's
and
easy.
When you look at the husband, I think they stay near where I stay. Even if you see two of them, you won't believe that they've been 44 years together.
Can you imagine?
So by the time they're married, your colleague there hasn't even come into this world. So she's supposed to give them flowers.
Flowers, man.
God,
But now, like,
They've put me on the spot now.
when they marry and they never born you, now we didn't talk.
Don't be so surprised, though.
Why am I surprised?
Don't be so
Dr. Mrs.
surprised.
My God bless you. Where would they go celebrate? I beg, send me the address, my God. I want to drink so that I could last like that. Thank you. God bless your husband for being beside you all these years. It's not easy. I'm good. Okay, this one is not sending me later. I don't understand. This one is Barry and our guest. Good morning. I'm Frank Naji from MBC. I condemn the conduct of the minister who chose to rubbish an innocent woman he is mandated to protect. This despicable action is a terrible slur on our country and raises pertinent questions about the psychological state of some of our politicians. It means some of them get cost for head. I advise that stiffer penalties, including outright sack, be imposed on him. People say politics is a dirty game. It is because we have left politics in the hands of dirty people. I'm Frank Naji from MBC. Thank you very much. Let's just try and rush out this one before we go on a break. The Guru one and special one on radio. I think the Nigerian police is only interested in protecting the political class. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gone to arrest the lady who was begging Umahi to pay her for the job done for him. If Umahi thinks that the lady is lying, he would go to court to prove the lady wrong for using the police to intimidate. The lady is wrong. For American proposal for Nigeria to drop Russian weapons, that means that American soldiers cannot tackle insecurity in this country. But why didn't the ADC and other political parties jointly reject the electoral law before it was hurriedly signed to law by the president? The press briefing they had yesterday was late. That is medicine after death. Comrade Chris Obona JP Church of Presentation Umuguma is what is it called? Retested. Okay. Thank you very much. Don't hurry. Sharp. This
Mr.
one.
Barry, greetings to you all. At times, I blame police authority. When a complaint reported a matter or complained a matter to the police, they will go against the accused without investigating the matter properly. Also, these claimed human rights activists always attack a personality or a rich man whenever there is an issue with the second-class citizens. They used to escalate issues, and also women used to come against men by using molestation, rape, indecent assault, which may not be true. So authorities should investigate very well. I am so Kingsley from Abai Easy.
I think finally this one. If I Jim Konya from Obiakpo, Egbema. It's very laughable and unbelievable that the Anambra State government made a mistake and transferred 100 million naira to a former IGP son's account. Although your guest has said it all, Nigeria is no normal country where everything goes. Lastly, shifting the presidential election to January is not an issue, but electronic transmission of all results and its method of disenfranchising many people, especially Igbos living in Lagos, Abuja, etc., to vote, because many people will still be on their Christmas and New Year trip before the election is conducted. Hey, this one where you talk now, this last time being your New Year and Christmas game, I don't think that it holds water at all. Nobody asked you to.
It doesn't.
It doesn't hold water.
It doesn't, because it was shifted because I think Lent and Ramadan fell
on the same time.
No, this one no.
It doesn't hold water, and of course the law permits you to shift where you're going to vote.
Yes.
If you're going to shift from here to that, to do that, if you know that you're going to be in your village, do that. Don't use that as an excuse. No, don't start. Election never come. No, don't start. All right, let's continue now. We go on a short break. When we come back, we take the news update at 10, and of course the conversation proper about Umahi and his supposed girlfriend to be that refused. First, it was Akpabio and Senator Natasha. Now it's Umahi and Tracy. We come back for that live program. Don't go nowhere. Stay.
Echo FM 100.7.
10. Here are the latest stories we are keeping tabs on. Members of the National Assembly have said they will await the outcome of investigations by the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria into Monday's fire incident at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. Earlier, FAN Board Chairman Ganduje expressed deep concern over the destruction caused by the fire, particularly the loss of critical aviation equipment belonging to the Nigerian Meteorological Agency and the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joash Amopitan San, called for stronger collaboration with the United Nations to enhance the credibility, transparency, and inclusiveness of elections in Nigeria. He urged the UNDP to intensify support in the area of voter education to address voter apathy and rebuild public trust. The INEC boss also highlighted ongoing technological reforms, including improvements to the Commission's results viewing portal IREP, aimed at enhancing transparency. Troops of Sector 1 under Operation Wellstroke have foiled a kidnapping attempt along the Enugu-Otukpo Road, rescuing 3 victims. The development was disclosed in a statement issued by the Acting Media Information Officer Headquarters, Joint Task Force Operation Wellstroke, Lieutenant Ahmad Zubairu. The force commander commended the troops for what he described as their resilience and vigilance and operational efficiency in preventing what could have escalated into a major security breach. He further advised motorists to remain alert while traveling. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has uncovered patterns of price manipulations by some domestic airlines during the December 2025 festive season, raising fresh concerns about consumer exploitation and competition in Nigeria's aviation sector. Speaking on the findings, the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Commission, Tunji Bello, stated that the exercise was part of the agency mandate to promote competition and protect consumers. Agribusiness and share nut stakeholders have called for a structured licensing regime that will restrict farm gate purchases certified agents as President Bola Tinubu extends the ban on raw share nuts export for another year. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Agricultural and Allied Groups of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Tunde Banjoko, supported the ban but warned against policy inconsistency. He added that consistent implementation will build investor confidence and encourage long-term investment in the processing and export of value-added share products. And in sports, the Nigerian Boxing Federation has announced a week-long series of events, including open trials to select boxers for the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland, with an activity scheduled to run from March 1st to 6th at the Brai Ayonote Boxing Complex, National Stadium, Lagos. The week's program also includes a joint seminar for referees and coaches, national orientation sessions for boxers and discipline and professionalism, and stakeholders engagement sessions aimed at strengthening the domestic boxing ecosystem. And in business, the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation recorded a 97% implementation of its 2025 budget, a performance that drew commendation from lawmakers and set the tone for its proposed 589.89 billion naira expenditure plan for the 2026 fiscal year. The NDIC's latest performance reinforces a pattern of strong budget execution in recent years. The corporation recorded high implementation levels in 2024 and 2025, reflecting its self-funding structure, strict adherence to fiscal responsibility guidelines, and a disciplined approach to cost management. And on the foreign scene, Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi has said that Tehran and Washington moved closer to agreement on certain issues, and that seriousness was evident on both sides, speaking after the end of the third round of indirect nuclear negotiations with the United States in Geneva. Araghchi noted seriousness between the two sides was more evident than before. The issue of the UN Security Council and UN sanctions was among Iran's demands, and it was agreed that the issue would be addressed in greater detail. The top diplomat added that in the area of sanctions relief, the Iranian side outlined its specific demands. And that's all for the news update at 10, as edited by Benjamin Joseph. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms. On Facebook is Echo FM, and our X handle is at Echo FM_Owerri. On Instagram and YouTube is Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere live in the world by clicking on www.echofm.net. And that is the news update at 10. Thank you for listening.
It's the sound of the city. Echo 100.7.
Every day,
every hour,
every minute,
and every second,
breaking news occur
from our villages,
in our cities,
new government policies,
the economy,
politics,
social news,
entertainment news,
security concerns.
We the people converge
to analyze,
separating facts from fiction,
lies and truth.
We dissect,
we integrate,
we harmonize,
we criticize,
and we bring you all the juicy details.
Live on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. It is Straight Talk.
Straight Talk.
Straight Talk on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri.
Kapua! Shall I begin? I am your host. I am your anchorman. I am the presiding bishop of this ministry, and I am awesome. My name is Barry Cosmos, the Radio Marshal, the Buruburu One on radio, the Okenze on radio, your big brother on radio. I am the main event, and I am here.
Live on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri.
Are you ready?
Echo FM 100.7, the fresh news people.
So I gave him time. After 1 year and 8 months, I started asking him for my payment. While I'm asking for my payment, David is asking me out. While I'm asking for my payment, David is asking me to date him. I told him, sir, one day I got so frustrated. I said, sir, can you concentrate and pay me my money? Stop telling me about dating you. I've told you I cannot date you. He became...
Welcome back to Straight Talk live on Echo FM 100.7. This is the conversation segment where we are going to be taking a look at what has transpired between Umahi and, of course, our sister Tracy. And let's take a listen to what Tracy has said so far. And, of course, it is time for us to listen to Tracy and hear what she's got to say. Okay. All right, for those of you who are just joining us, please just join us on our Facebook or YouTube to listen to Tracy directly and hear what she's got to say. And then after that, we'll come back for the conversation. This is a woman who has been alleging to be molested or harassed, sexually harassed, being asked to date the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, or then her money would not be paid. And the woman that gave this story is very pathetic, and I'm trying to see how we can listen to her directly and hear what she's got to say as it concerns Dave Umahi. Just hold on, let's try and fix this audio so that you can hear it live. All right, apparently that audio is not ready. When it's ready, we'll play it for you. But for now, let's go into the conversation. We still have Barrister Emeka Ihejirika with us here. And of course, we will be linking with Barrister Chuksaguba very soon so that we will have that conversation. And of course, my microphone partner is still here, Dawn. Of course, earlier on, before we started even going to this, you started bringing fire and brimstone and all that. So let's just go over what Tracy said, and then we will come back for that conversation. I think she was arrested after claiming that 250 million allegation that she was owed 250 million by Umahi, whom she delivered some goods and services to him in his house. Akpabio, Jesus Christ. Umahi has claimed, I don't know you. I have never seen you, Benjiba, according to Hausa man. You know, Kasami, I don't know you. Understand? So at the end of the day, what is going on? Ebonyi State arrested somebody, took the woman to Abuja, on whose authority this is where it becomes a problem. So intimidation, tyranny, oppression, whatever you can call all the shons in this world. Why is this happening? And we are taking it from the legal perspective. How should such a case be handled? Is it being handled? Well, thank God for the first time in a long while, the Nigerian judicial system has done something noble by granting bail to the woman, despite all the pleas by the police to keep the woman in detention pending when they'll do the investigation. They said there's no law that permits the police to put somebody into detention perpetually before during the investigation. So the lawyer, the justice, in a magistrate court of all matter, decided that no, she gave the woman a bail in the like sum of about 100 million and two shorties. Somebody is looking for 250 million. Say your court is giving him a bail for 100 million. A simple Nigerian, not a politician, nothing concern these people. What is 100 million bail requirement for her to be given bail? And yet they say bail is free. So, barrister, you need to find a way to explain this thing to me to understand.
Bail is free, actually. What they mean is that she's to produce the sureties. The conditions have been given. Bail conditions, the sureties, and the status of the sureties, I think, was specified in the ruling.
Yeah.
But then, the 100 million is not that she's going to pay it. Is that if the sureties, if she's not produced, maybe the next court session, and then she's not produced, then the sureties are required to part with that sum. So it's not as if she's going to pay the money. So it's a deterrent. It's a kind of deterrent so that you don't bring anyhow surety and then later the person runs. But you see, let's break this thing down. How this matter starts. Probably Omahi or his lawyers must have written a petition to the Commissioner of Police, FCT.
Okay.
Then the Commissioner of Police, FCT, will assign the matter to any of the units below him. Any of the units. He will assign it to any of the units below him. For example, if in Imo State here, and there's a case of kidnapping, it's assigned to the Tiger Base because it's the only anti-kidnapping unit we have. If it's court-related, you have anti-cult also in the state CID. So that's how some of these matters are signed. So when they are signed, then what the unit, the matter is assigned to, does is to either invite or arrest whoever is written, that is as in accused, as in the police call them suspects. And then, depending on, sometimes they are invited, and when they come, it depends on the discretion of the investigating police officer. Then the investigation starts.
Hello. Sorry, barrister. Yeah, we're trying to connect with. We're trying to connect with Barrister Chuks Aguba,
investigating police officer.
Okay, Barrister Chuks, can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right. Barrister Chuks is with us too. Barrister Mecca, please go on. We have connected. Just hang on. Welcome aboard, Barrister Chuks.
Barrister Mecca Hejirika, good morning.
Chuks Alpha. Good morning.
All right, so Barrister Chuks has joined us. Barrister Emeka was telling us about the procedure. You've heard about the case of Dave Umahi and Tracy, Miss Tracy, who submitted or did work for the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, and he refused to pay her. According to the woman, she was arrested based on the order of the minister and all that. What's the legal process in all these kind of issues as it concerns an allegation being raised? Should she be arrested, or the person that was alleged to have committed a crime be arrested? What's the procedure?
Okay, I think that process my colleague there, I believe, may have explained. I wasn't listening earlier, but immediately I put on you called. But I heard his voice when he was talking. I agree to you, my colleague.
Thank you very much.
But the process, we know that all these issues, the legal framework for arrest in Nigeria, police arrest, they are all governed mainly by the Police Acts, Police Force Act, or the 1999 Constitution as amended. Even the Administration of Criminal Justice Acts.
Okay.
These are all, in Imo States, we have Administration of Criminal Justice law for the different states, but for the federal, we have the Acts. And all of them, when put together, police can actually arrest. But the issue here we are talking about is when someone has petitioned police, like, alleging offense or alleging crime, police in that instance, I do not think the best for them to do is to invade human beings based on unverified allegation. It's still allegation or petition before them. What ordinarily they should do at that moment is to invite, because their job is to investigate without bias and not to embarrass people, because what they do in Nigeria is to use this process to intimidate people. And that is why you see a police unit that is in charge of anti-kidnapping, for instance, will be dealing with cybercrime or issues of cybercrime. Or you see the anti-court unit dealing with malicious damage. You know, it's simply to intimidate. And the process, like I said, is there in the law. And the police, mainly in Nigeria, we don't follow the law in Nigeria. Police does business in Nigeria. Because when these petitioners write, they pay police. And it is wrong for somebody alleging crime to provide money to the state. That will even constitute bias at the first instance. I don't know, I'm hearing your voice, maybe you want
to. I wanted to ask another question. Barrister Emeka, let me direct this question to you.
Yes.
In this case now, this woman alleged she has gone to police, she provided evidence of the job, the contract, and all those things, and the police still went ahead to arrest her, disregarding her own evidence. Even on video, they were asking, how is this real? So why are we having that in Nigerian system?
Well, the issue is that, like my colleague said, Chuk Saboba Esquire said, you see, some of these things are done unprofessionally. When after your investigation, two things will happen. Either you disregard the petition or even charge the petitioner for false information.
Okay.
Or if you look at it and the suspect, the person complained of, is supposed to be charged, then you charge the person. But you see, when there's an inducement, they normally charge the person, even without much investigation. Like he was talking of invitation. Most times when these people come, they are detained and they bail themselves. Police will say that bail is free. Well, we agree, but then, Barry, probably you will take a walk in some of the police stations. Please, without prejudice to the men of the Nigerian police force, let me state it here and state it unambiguously that without the men of the Nigerian police force, we won't even be walking on the streets. Some of them are putting their best with mega resources, with mega motivation. Some of them have died in the line of action. So kudos to them. But then sometimes some of these things, we have to say it the way they are. Every case originates, or most of the cases, especially involving individual disputes, originate from a petition. Probably Umahi or his lawyers must have written petitions against the lady. They invited the lady, but then you can see the open bias. Even when the court gave bail, they still wanted to rearrest the woman. For what? They were saying, we want to continue. Probably they have, they want to get, what is it called? This warrant to continue holding somebody until you must have finished your investigation. But then, what we are saying is that that's why when you go to our prisons, it's littered with innocent people. For example, if they had succeeded, that woman would have been in Kuje.
In Kuje or wherever, waiting for that. Okay, let's go to Barrister Chuks now. Now, are we not having the legal, what is it called, the law being trampled upon by the people who are supposed to protect the law? What is the law supposed to do in this regard? Hello, Barrister Chuks, are you with me? Barrister?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Okay. I think in, joining what my learned friend has said already, I know we are supposed to be following the law. Like I said, in Nigeria, what they do is business. This cyber crime stalking is the most abused charge in Nigeria. Now, simply whenever an issue comes up online, you see police coming after some persons, and they are always relying on cyber stalking. That's, I think, is section 24 of that Cyber Crime Act law. They usually go after people once things are posted. But one thing is that even if when some of the things are posted online, some things don't constitute cyber stalking. Maybe to be able to say someone has breached the cybercrime law. Things like contract disputes when complained online, or business disagreement, because to constitute cyber stalking, it has to be malicious. It has to be something you are doing with an intent to cause damage to the reputation of somebody, not when someone has caused or has committed something or is owing you. Whistleblowing is not cyber stalking. Opinion or criticism, like we're speaking on radio, or debt demand, business complaint, even if you post it online, it's not cyber stalking. And that's where we have abused the law. And I think we at this point, what we need in Nigeria, I've always said, it is complete reorientation of the entire system, not just the police. Everybody, you can imagine a politician of that, status is the one instigating the police to go after somebody.
Yeah, okay.
And now, when he didn't even count the losses, that if he does this, that is eventually going to be open to everybody to know what has happened. Even the things that didn't happen. Like, I'm not agreeing that maybe he shiked or he asked the woman to become his girlfriend. I wasn't agreed that at this level. But when you begin to open wounds you're not supposed to open, you give the other person opportunity to even allege anything. And at that point, the public will believe that person.
All right. Thank you very much. I think it's time for us to go take a listen to Tracy and hear what she got to say. Let's, for those of you who have not heard her speak, just take a listen to Tracy right now.
This man never gave me
All right. Thank you.
Money for fuel. In 2009, I met Engineer David Nwezomai when he was the PDP chairman, and he invited me to his state to come and exhibit my craft. I'm into the business of corporate gifts. So I came to his state on his invitation 3 times. So one morning, he woke me up around 5 a.m. and told me that he was going to contest as a governor, that he would be needing me to produce promotional gift items that he can use for campaign. I asked him, what about the mobilization? Because we had initially given him quotation. He told me to please go ahead, that he doesn't have money, that he is going to Abuja, that he has been going to Abuja to and fro to meet with Goodluck Jonathan to help him raise funds for his election because he's having problems with his principal. All the while we went to his state, this man never gave me money for fuel. He never gave us accommodation. I used to pay in his hotel. Also note, I used to pay money in his hotel for myself and my staff. The only time he lodged, he asked us to stay in his house. The man did not allow me to sleep. He tied towel on his waist and came into my room and was pestering me. I had to tell him, okay, wait, let me give my staff a Bible. I ran away from the place where he was and entered my staff room, and they locked it. That was where I slept because of David Omahi's disturbance. So his staff, his boy, Silas Emeka, is aware of everything I'm saying. Okay, so we produced these gift items. I had to carry my children's school fees, gather money, borrowed money from even individuals, and produce these gift items. After I finished producing it, I called him. He said I should bring them to Ebonyi State. I hired a truck with my staff. We went to Ebonyi State. He sent his boy to come and lead us from the hotel where we lodged to his house. The boy took us to his house and we offloaded his goods in the presence of his wife, his children, and his workers. They took time because the goods were not small. They took time to offload it in his house, and he told me thank you. He never gave us money for fuel. So I gave him time because I know that once they do election, they don't always have money immediately. So I gave him time. After 1 year and 8 months, I started asking him for my payment. While I'm asking for my payment, David is asking me out. While I'm asking for my payment, David is asking me to date him. I told him, sir, one day I got so frustrated. I said, sir, can you concentrate and pay me my money? Stop telling me about dating you. I've told you I cannot date you. He became angry and hung up on me. The next thing, he sent me a message which is on my phone right now by David Omahi's number. Everybody that knows David knows this same number. He sent me a phone, an SMS that I insulted him. I will teach you a lesson for insulting me. I can show it to the whole Nigerians. I can show that text message to the whole Nigerians. He said, I will deal with you for insulting me. So that was it. Since that day, he blocked me. He never picks my call again. Sometimes if I ask for my payment, he will tell me that God is busy. I said, have mercy on me and give me my money. Let me pay my children's school fees. He will tell me that God is busy. So he blocked me and he never took my number. So when I use another number and call David Umahi that, sir, I'm coming to your state. And when I get to your state, I will block the government house. There, no vehicle will go in or out until you pay me. Do you know what David told me? David told me that if I get to a point, he said that I will not come out alive. I said, why won't I come out alive? Are you not owing me? He said, what happened to those NILA engineers will also happen to me. That was the last time I spoke with David Umahi. So when my dad became sick, I needed to fly him to the US for proper treatment. I said, I have money. Why will I have money and be suffering like this? I started reaching out to David through other phones because he has blocked my number. He said, let your father die if he needs to die. That was what...
Tracy Anita Nicholas O'Hare has been granted bail by the magistrate here. I think this is zone 2, right? Yes. Magistrate court zone, Worcester zone 2. After the Nigerian police vehemently opposed her bail, the magistrate, in his wisdom and industry, decided to grant him bail. He said very clearly, and this should be on record, that the constitution does not permit the remand of a person for perpetual investigation. The police has detained her for the last 3 days. They have molested and harassed her. They have denigrated her. They tried to reduce her to nobody. They brought the Minister of Works, put them in a conference room for the minister to do whatever she likes with her. You all saw the video. And they shamelessly came here today to even come and present the video as evidence of why she should not be granted. Somebody is fighting for her right. This is a defeat.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. That was Tracy as well as Sore, who is standing by her. Barrister Chooks, I know you're still with us, and Barrister Mecca is here with us in the studio. Now, you heard what the woman said. What really touched me on the whole of what she said is they say what happened to the Miller contractors would happen to you. If that really happens, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Now, people just go missing without knowing exactly what happened. And that's it. And before you know it, their story is ended. Somebody out there is responsible for their disappearance. Barrister Chooks, you heard what Tracy said. What's your take on her, on everything she alleged now?
First of all, I listened keenly, and I'm also disappointed on her part.
Okay.
I'm very, very much disappointed on her part. These are the kind of business people that are causing problem in the society. How could you be doing this level of business in millions, hundreds of millions? Without
any legal tender?
Yes. Nothing, no contract, no nothing, no approval. You understand? Yes. Nothing is documented. Okay, you gave a quotation. Let me believe she must have given a quotation. Was there any response from him? And then you're going this far. You've not consulted a lawyer for 1 day, and you are simply moving, going on and on and on and on and on and on and on with David Umahi. But I'm not holding brief with David Umahi. His actions are despicable. I don't want to go brief for him. But I'm saying this woman also. Good. Thank you. Okay. I'm saying that this woman also. How could you have been in business with somebody? You even stated that you took your workers to sleep in his house, and they gave you a separate room. What kind of business are you doing? That you cannot keep the business formal. Yes. And you have to take it informal. But that being said, I want to also now come to the side of Dave Umahi that his actions, this is extreme harassment, abuse of power. It is extreme and abuse of power. He shouldn't have gone this far. If you actually, even if the contract was informal or based on certain understanding with this woman and she supplied, my problem is that even this woman made all this supply. At the time she was supplying, I didn't hear her say that they took inventories of the things she supplied. The people that were there offloading, I didn't hear the part that maybe they took inventories and somebody signed received those things. I didn't hear the part of signing and receiving, but maybe I presume that must have happened.
Yeah, she said the wife was there, his boy was there, they received the goods. They mentioned the names of the people who were there, who took.
It is not enough.
Okay.
It is not enough because if she eventually goes to court, this thing will eventually end in her going to court to file a civil suit to recover these debts. And I am imagining, when I was listening, I was imagining if this woman comes to my office, what are the evidence that I'm going to use to recover these debts? What are the correspondences that I will use as my proof for the debts I am going to claim from the courts? But that being said, I am also I'm disgusted. It's appalling to
see this kind of thing.
All right. Well, Barrister Lega, yeah, we can hear you. Go on.
Okay, I'm disgusted and appalling. This, oh my, these people in power. You can imagine there is now a link to what happened to those contractors.
Yes.
Somebody is saying what happened to the contractors. And now, if we have a functioning government, I mean a proactive one, it is time to invite that woman, or if we have the security agencies that are unbiased, it is time to invite that woman and not demand for that message. Let her print it out from her phone, because if she goes there with the phone, they might seize it and destroy it and she won't find it again. Let her print it out and provide. With that, they should be invited and questioned as to what happened to those contractors. Because today, that issue has not been resolved.
Well,
and now somebody is telling us somebody knows about what happened to them.
Well,
so many things.
I think this has opened a lot of can of worms, Barrister.
Good.
Let's move on to Barrister Emeka in the studio. Now, this just like Barrister Chooks is saying, the issue of the Miller contractors is up. But then, should this kind of allegation come for a government appointee, he's not an elected person, he's a minister appointed by the president, should he still be serving as a minister as at this point when things like this come up? Shouldn't he resign his position, clarify all this before he comes back and resume if he's found not guilty about this?
Well, I'm surprised you're asking this question because apart from Leslie Obiora, former Minister of Health that resigned, I think, under Abacha and a few other people, who have you ever seen resigned in Nigeria? It's not possible.
I'm not asking to be resigned. I'm not asking to be step aside, just like the president.
Who has, apart from...
To better who was accused, and then the president suspended her indefinitely to today. She don't know where Better did.
Apart from... Better resigned under pressure, heavy pressure. No, I don't think she resigned.
She was suspended by the president.
Yes.
Shouldn't the president suspend this man now?
Well, the issue is that woman's allegation did not even... I don't think it has some weight. Water. It doesn't have some weight. And you see, there are holes in some of these things she said. But then, I don't think she's a fool.
Okay.
If she supplied things to Dave Umahi, I think there ought to have been some
documentation or
written agreement, which she has, because somebody coming out like that, 100 million, I think she said 100 million, Abi? 200 and something million. 200
I think she presented some documents to the police who said these things, how are they sure they are not fake?
Perfect.
And all that.
So she wouldn't have presented the original documents to the police, probably a photocopy of all the original documents. So I think the woman has a case, but she has made her case wrongly. Like my colleague said, my learned colleague said, you see, if I was in that woman's shoes, I wouldn't be going to Ebonyi to confront Dave Umahi now. I would have gone to court. You have all the documents. You go to court. So let Umahi bring his own lawyers, and you bring your own lawyers. And then issues are joined. So you see, going on social media, I discourage that. I tell people, don't go to social media to sort out your issues. You see, people who have family problems, they go to social media. Husband and wife will fight, they go to social media. There is a thin line between cyberbullying, cyber stalking, and you expressing yourself. It's a thin line.
All right. That's good. That's good. Don, you have a question?
Yes. Barrister, I want to ask one thing. Why should the police just take orders from these ministers or these individuals just because they are figureheads? Is it right? Is it lawful
No,
that
no, no,
they
no.
should
It's not.
just take it up like
It's not
that?
only the figureheads. That's what I said earlier here that our prisons, our correctional centers are littered with very innocent people who happen to be there because the police acted at the behest of some of these rich men or influential men. So, and it's not fair. So that's why some of us lawyers, sometimes we go to the prisons, to our correctional centers, to know some of the indigent inmates that we can help out. Because some of them are imagine if this woman was helpless. She would have been in Kuje, or even they would send her to where? Maybe Borono Gashua.
All right. I think this story, Barrister Chooks, if you stay there, this story has been over for 20 years. It's not like this thing happened today. And I believe that probably the woman must have done things behind. I'm not VDM posted this story some years back, and then today it is now again coming on for the social media, becoming very, pronounced now. This case has been shrewdly handled by various agencies and all that to no avail. I think this is the last resort the woman is trying to do to come to the public purview. In this regard now, disregarding whether she consulted a lawyer or not and all that, what can be done to make sure she recovers her money and, of course, Umahi faces the penalty if found guilty?
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go on.
Yes, we can.
All right. First of all, my friend, Leonard friend, has said it all. And you see, the individuals who go into such business do not also support our business because, there's a way society works. There's a way this society works. Imagine something that has happened 20 years ago. And up to today, this woman has gone to VDM. He has gone to this and gone to that. Has not gone to a lawyer to file a suit, which is the proper means of recovering this debt.
Yes.
The only way to recover this debt, the security agencies does not recover. It is wrong for police to recover debt.
Yes.
But even if you complain to police, it is illegal for any police officer to recover debt for you. If debt is owed to you, it is a civil cause. You are expected to file a suit and claim that debt from the courts. And, it begins to beat my imagination how she has relaxed thus far. And it begins to also give me some suspicion and not able to balance his allegations of chiking. Because I'm not going to balance with this length of silence. I'm not going to believe what she's alleging. There must be things that they have not told us that is happening between them that will make her not to go to a proper channel. Because let me ask you now. There's nothing like going to be proven guilty in this one now.
Yes.
Nothing. Umahi cannot be like you ask me proving guilty. There's nothing. The person that is on trial is her, and I believe they are using the Cyber Crime Act to prosecute her.
But she's the one alleging. Why is she on trial? She's the one alleging to be wrong. Why is she on trial?
You can, let me tell you that you can, while pursuing a legal cause, commit illegality.
Okay.
It is possible. If somebody is owing you and you go to the person's house and break his head, you have committed a crime. Yes. The fact that he's owing you, you can't come when they arrest you and start saying, oh, it is the debt recovery. It is debt recovery. No. If actually they look into the way she has handled the matter online, if she has committed cyberbullying or stalking online, which I don't think it has happened, but if actually they can establish the elements that constitute the crime of cyberbullying and cyber stalking, and then it will not be wrong if they continue that prosecution, because I think she has handled her case badly. She has actually handled her case badly. Going to social media influencers, VDM, and all these other people, when you have senior advocates everywhere and junior advocates everywhere who would have recovered this. Let me tell you, if they have gone to court to pursue their case since, at least by the institution of that case, it would have barred Umahi from carrying on this other police harassment. It will now be official that they are in court. It would have barred him and prevented him from carrying on all this police harassment against her, because it's now in court. But she failed to do the right thing, and now she is facing the other side because she has done the right thing in a wrong way.
All right, thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
Let's take our callers now. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Barry, good morning.
Welcome
Good
aboard.
morning.
Good morning, Don. Good morning, our guest in the studio.
Good morning.
Barry, like the person, I'm sorry, I forgot his name, that was just speaking now.
Mr. Chooks,
Okay, yes. Like he's saying, going to social media, activists, and the rest. And which court does he want the woman to go to? The same court that Dave Umai will order the court, the same APC people. Why is he saying as if you don't know what is happening in this country? The same APC people, the same APC parties, the same APC court that the woman will go to. That Dave Umai will listen to, that Dave Umai will talk and they will listen to Dave Umai. Is it not the same police people now that arrested the woman? Is it not the same police, APC police? So why would the police know what to do and leave it and go and arrest the woman?
Okay, good point you've raised now. I would like the two of you lawyers now to tell us. If the man had gone to court, what would have happened?
No. Please. There's nothing like APC court. APC, let me tell you, APC members do lose matters in court every day. So the courts are not dependent on APC. They're not under APC control. What we are saying is that all these things she's running from pillar to post now, she would have instituted a court case to reclaim, institute some claim to recover her money. It's quite different from the courts are independent of the police.
But no, what we see here is that government officials who is a minister, an ordinary citizen. Other case, the ordinary citizen one winner. Where have you ever had it in Nigeria of recent, like 20 years back? Where have you seen that if somebody instituted a case against a minister or a governor or any senator and wins the case? Not even a senator who is a junior senator.
Wait. I won't mention the name. I won't mention, but recently, just an ordinary citizen like that won in one of our high courts. He won against a billionaire. So every day, people win cases against these rich men.
All right, Barrister Chooks, you want to add to that?
Emeka has said now, that is the ignorance that we are faced with in Nigeria. This assumption that who will win in court, APC people, that is not true. Okay, the question is, has she won with the VDM and online?
Yes, no, but it's true.
Can VDM recover the debt from Umahi? Can online anybody recover the debt from Umahi? The best place for you to still go to. I am not holding brief to say, there are no corruptions anywhere. In the Nigerian system, all of us, I have studied all the system. You remember when I said we need reorientation for all the system, not just police, including the judiciary. I understand there are also corruption everywhere. This thing is a virus that connects all of us. It does not mean that the right things are not being done by the courts.
Yes.
But what you're not saying is that there are some elements of corrupt individuals in the system. But people have filed cases and they won government. We have seen it is happening here now.
At this point,
issues of debt, issues of debt recovery. It is a very direct, it's not one that requires too much. Even the person owing that if you go to court now, if they have taken court processes and published it online, my brother, if nothing, you won't do anything.
Yes.
It is something going on in court, and they took what they filed, maybe their statement of claim, and now stand it online. You that they are asking to come and pay them, you will be embarrassed.
Yes.
And by so doing, they have not actually breached any law.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I think it's high time we brought in our listeners. They are calling and all that. Okay, let's go straight to callers now. Good morning.
Barry International.
My leader is back.
Good morning.
My leader, you left me hanging for weeks and months.
and I am with you now fully. You can't bully me. You can't use all cyber anything to bully me. My name is Chief Dr. Fidel Onyeneke. I appreciate the two people, the two personalities in the studio. They have given us a lot of enlightenment.
Yes,
but if you listen to that woman critically as a communicator, you will see that there are some lapses. Apparently, a clear indication that she is up to a blackmail. I am just talking about what I have deducted.
Blackmail? What do you mean?
Yes, either to blackmail a personality or something like that using the social media. And of course, most Nigerians tend to abuse the use of the social media. And like the legal people pointed out, what stops her from going to court? And it appears she has no documentation. So how can you go into a business without documentation? And today you are crying. You went to somebody's house. You did this. You did that. He said, "Make I can't sleep with her." I beg. I mean, it's very, very irritating. A serious contractor should do serious business. Okay. So I see her as somebody who does not have serious intentions. Thank you and God bless you. I'm Fidel Onyeneke.
Okay, Chief Dr. Fidel Onyeneke, thank you very much. Don, it seems to me the tables are turning on this women thing now. Why is it that every time a man and a woman has issue, the issue of harassment, he wants to sleep with me, he wants me to befriend him and things like that? Yeah, can you just give us why women think that way all the time? No time a man has a case with a woman.
Women don't think that way.
Generally, I'm not generalizing.
You just did anyway.
Anyway, if what I do, I don't generalize on women. There's no time any woman will have issues publicly with people that it will not end up in. It's other, he tried to sleep with me, I refuse, and this is what happened.
But you men have
right from when we did small,
you have
if you find trouble with a girl, the next thing instead my being girlfriend, I know green beats me. Is it a lie?
It's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
I don't think any sensible lady would just say a man chiked me or a man wants to sleep with me because of one thing or the other. I just
because you're not on the receiving end where the women
I just
and the men
feel like those women who do it have reasons for doing it. Of course, you cannot say all women. The same way I cannot say all men are bad and all men are sexually inclined to do that.
No, we're not saying all women.
But,
say women.
We say the same thing now, so don't put fallacy in it. Just say some women.
Okay.
The case of Natasha, that was how it happened. Is it not true? But for her own case, it didn't have to do. It didn't boil down to goods. Okay, it just started small. From small, it escalated, and I thank God for how it actually panned out. So for this case, now we shouldn't allege that whatever it is she's saying is either wrong or right. What I would say is that time she asked this man to pay, at that instance, at that initial point, she would have done the right thing. But maybe she wasn't in the known that she was supposed to go to court to present her case. I don't know if you're getting me. She had to elongate that years and stay till her father died, and then she was really, really, aggravated about everything, and then she decided to act. And now her actions are seeming like she's threatening, like our callers are saying, or are seeming like she's actually not serious, about everything that actually panned out between the two.
All right. Our time is over. Let me just take one more call, then we'll call it a wrap. Good morning. Last caller for today.
Good morning, Barry.
Good morning to you.
I greet your colleague there.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. The Leonard not there. I greet you all.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
My brother. This woman in question.
Okay.
From the onset, she made a mistake. According to the Leonard man there. This type of matter, you don't handle it with kid gloves.
Yeah.
She should have consulted barrister or a lawyer for advice before the lawyer will charge him any amount. The lawyer should have given her advice to follow. But she didn't do that. I don't see her scaling through in this matter, because there was no evidence, no documentary evidence. Nothing was documented. So if she continues with this matter, definitely she's going to lose it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very, very
I couldn't even take messages on our Facebook today, but this funny one says, Chibiko Bet says, good morning, Barry. On the case of the towel minister, it's a typical case of the airlines oppressing the masses. Go to court. Which court? Now, wicked court. God don't catch one. All right, coming in, said thank you. You sending the message, say, Barry, now, wow, this minister get capital cure. But I pray for God, good justice for all Nigerians. I came in, say, watching for you guys from World Bank. Thank you very much. Our time is up, and we have to wrap up. Thank you very much, Barrister Emeka, for joining us. And, of course, thank you, Barrister Chuks Aguba, who is, of course, a member of Valley Solicitors. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate everybody. And, of course, our airtime, I think the network cut us off. We couldn't give a proper closure to our conversation with Barrister Chuks, but thank you all the same. But Don, thank you. I hope I don't give you basketballs now.
No. You know you can't now. At all.
You don't challenge me.
At all, you can't.
Okay.
I'm up to that task.
No wahala. No wahala. SM, this is your handwork. I know this one, and it's not going to fly. Thank you all for this. Let's do this again next week. It's always a pleasure to be with you. Straight Talk returns on Monday. Don't touch that dial because the Slim Diva is up next.
Echo FM. Echo FM.
Put your hands on mine, just you and me.